time comes, don't postpone it. When others down and out, you don't condone it. Truth be told, yourself is your toughest opponent. When your moment comes, grab hold and own it.
Welcome to Man vs. Theta, a show about navigating the dangerous jungle, day trading using options. I'm Spectre, and I'll be your guide. Today, we will be reviewing my watch list from July 16th. So let's go ahead and get started. One quick note. The format of this program is likely to change in the future. It's my first time doing it. Please bear with me, and hope to make this helpful in your trading and seeing how you can use the watch list to improve your trading results. All right, let's hop right into the watch list for the day. Okay, so each morning at the watch list, I like to start off with setting some context for the day and how things may go play out. So we had this big gap down overnight, and couldn't see any real news about it. There was some news about it, some bank runs happening in China, and overall the keynote here that we had to see here was that the 319 on SPY needs to hold. And that I was kind of thinking today's going to be about consolidation. It wasn't like a trend up or a trend down day, but a day about consolidation, and that we may get a pop at the open. And then if we broke 319, that I was kind of looking for a 315 to be tested. So you can take that to set your context and how you might want to be setting up some trades based on that. And so let's take a look at how the day played out. And let's take a look at SPY here, if I can type properly. Okay, great. So here we have the SPY chart for the day. We had the big gap down here, and this action, I mean, it basically held that 319 support mentioned on the watch list. So that's a good guide that you can use. And that was chop. I mean, look at this: pop, down, up, down, up. I mean, this is consolidation, right? We don't have a trend up or down. So I think we're the thought on that in the watch list was spot on, and that we have this dip at the open and then a rip. That read for expecting a pop out near or out the gate is did play out correctly, and yeah, so I think that was pretty good. Okay, let's go back to the watch list. And so, given that context, right, we have Tesla. So 1430 being the key level, and I was kind of looking for, I was a little more bearish on this. I thought we might drop more than we actually did. But if we got to the 1430, 1450 level, I'd be looking for a long. And, you know, the more you think about that, the amount we gapped up and the context of expecting a pop at the open, let's take a look at what actually played out with Tesla. So let's go to the chart. Okay, so here's the Tesla chart, and you can see that we had washed down to this level right here earlier, and I was looking for possibly 1450, 1430 at the open. We didn't get that. We got right at the open and we ripped. So there was definitely a trade opportunity there. And based on that context, that we may just pop it right at the open, and so based on this price action, could have got long, and you know, it was a big gap down, like 60 points, and so there's a pretty good chance for a pop here. And so based on that, get long, pushed up, and we failed around 1515, 1520, and that I was actually, if you look at how to use the watch list plus the Black Box Stocks Discord channel that I have, you can see that the action I was reading here at the open was it's gap fill move action, and that I was looking for potential fails at the 1520, 1530 level. So as we're ripping and we're going through here, that's a heads up. So hey, you might want to look to take profits if you were long, and if not, it's a pretty good look to get short. So combining the watch list plus the Discord room, there's some pretty good guidance about some trade opportunities there. All right, so let's continue to the next ticker. I'm going to try to go a bit faster. Okay, Apple, looking at 383, if it holds, consider a long. If breaks, we'll look for a short. So if we go look at the chart for Apple, you can see here we washed, we had the pop from the context, so it could get short into that resistance up here at the open. And, whoops, did not mean to move that around. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, so we got that dip and double top right here, and we flushed into 384. We didn't quite get to the 383. But with that mention of the 383 being a key level, if you got short up here, you could be looking at 384, 383, 382 area as potential cover place or places to target for your risk reward. I think that was a pretty okay read, but I didn't take any trades on it today. Okay, let's continue. mRNA. All right, so watch for 78 to turn into an accumulation support, and if it breaks, we'll maybe go down to 75. And if that breaks, then it's going to get ugly. But what this means is 78 is a support level. And so let's see, and so what happened? Okay, so in pre-market, we basically tested in the 78 level, and we ripped right at the open. Again, that context dipped again down to 79. Didn't really get the 78 level test again from this area. And so if you look at the price action, pushed, pulled back, tested the open, and started moving up. So you can use that 78 to define your risk. So you got 2 points of risk, ran up to 84. You got 4 points of reward for 2 points of risk. Great risk reward trade here on RNA, the watch list. Okay, next ticker. Oh, I forgot to show you the chart. Let me bring it back. Okay, so here's the chart for mRNA. Again, pushed, held the 80 level. And this is the. Let me zoom out and show you the 78. So this is that morning accumulation I was talking about. We didn't get the 78 retest at the open. Got the pop, the dip, and then held. And started grinding, and so you get short on 78. Use that 78 from the watch list as a risk, and boom, up into 84. Okay, sorry about that repeat. I'll try to do better in the future. So let's go watch list. Okay, next LRN. So let's grab the chart. So a nice swing long from earlier in the week, looking for 2 to 3 point pullbacks from new highs to join the long. And scalp the chop and scalp the chop as it grinds higher. So this is saying what that means is, hey, it's not going to just be buy and just hold on to it, right? It's going to be choppy, and that's what I'm expecting. And the target is 60 by August. So let's see how it played out. Let me bring up the chart and check it out. This is the action. Pop 70, 40, 45, 70 pulls. You can get 2 points below there, so you can put an order in. If it tested 46 up here, you can put an order in around 44, or say 42 points below, or 43.70, 43.80. Just anticipated a 2 point drop, so boom, put an order in. If it dropped to another 3 points, you had another room to add, and then ripped from the watch list and went up to 46. And remember, I said it's going to be choppy. It's not going to be straight grind up to 60. And so you get this risk, you risk a point, you get 2-3 points of gain. You lock in your profit, you wait for a pullback, got to 46.50, you want to maybe look for 44.50, 43.50, 2 to 3 points pullback, and get back in. And then look at this rip again, take some profit, pulled back, and then started continuing higher. So anyways, I think it was a pretty good read about the action from the watch list for how LRN would play out, and good guidance for looking for that pullback to enter for the gains. Okay, next ticker. Amazon. So nice gap down, and looking for 29.50 as possible dip and rip area. And if it gets to 29.50 and holds, I'm looking for 3,000 calls. And if it breaks, then I'm looking for 2,900. So let's take a look at what happened. Okay, so we had the pop at the open a little bit, but it stayed pretty heavy, double top, and then failed. And looking at that 29.50 level, broke 29.60, eyeballing this. And on top of this, let's take a look at the Discord commentary as this was playing out. So now we have the I had mentioned here, hey guys, Amazon almost to 29.50 level of interest. If that breaks, looking for a splash 2,900. If it holds, like for a bounce. And then, so that's what I'm watching for. And then I alerted, I kind of give these ideas so that people have an idea of what I'm looking for and looking at the price action, but also gives them a chance to get into trade before I even alert. So they don't have to wait for me. And then what we had happen here, I said, hey, I'm getting into the 2,900 puts for 29 bucks, risking 4 points. And let's see what happened there. So this was at 10:04. So if we look, this is roughly right about here. And then this was $29. In minutes, it dropped right down into got to $37, and that's where I mentioned I'm taking profits for risking 4 points. Got 8 points, so 2-1. Love that risk reward. I think that was a really great trade. Came back up, gave another chance, and then boom, right back into $37. And so gave a couple chances for this trade setup that was alerted. So I thought that was pretty nice. And then let's go ahead and keep talking about that 29.50 level, right? So later in the day, after this consolidated, give some more commentary saying, hey, I thought maybe that based on the action, I was looking to reload the short, but also that I was, where is it? I'm liking the long more versus lows, more lows than the short at this point. That I'm like looking at this, but I'm thinking it might be more of a long. And so, and then we still need to clear the 29.60 level to get the upside. And so, check it out. We cleared this 29.60, and if you took this long at 29.60, say risking 10 points, got 70 points, no, 60 to 70 points of reward. So that's a great risk reward and great read about this. Now, also from the watch list, remember those 3,000 calls would be of the interest if we cleared and held that 29.50s. I think pretty good read on the watch list about how to trade it. I'm hoping watching this video about how the commentary in Discord and how to use the watch list together can help you benefit in your trading. Okay, let's go to the next watch list item. Okay, Adobe. We got a big gap down and not seeing any news or volume, and 415 is a key level. So let's take a look and see how that played out. Okay, so we had this big gap down right here, and it's like, what's going on here? And get that context pop pushed up, got heavy, and one could have got short on those low a day break. And looking for that 415, right? That's kind of like a key support level that we're looking for if it drops. Now, so you could have got short off of this break right here, probably risking just 2 points, and it dropped from say 26 here, 25 down into 420, 419. So risking 2 points for 6 points of gain. And commentary from Discord regarding this is that as that dropped, saying, hey, what a bounce fail. And so this is where it wasn't able to fill the gap, and it broke down. And that I was eyeing for a double bottom from 417, 419. That I was looking at this as possibly being a double bottom, and I wasn't talking about necessarily double bottom today. I was referring to that with the previous low here. So I was just saying, hey, somewhere right around here, I think there's some buying can come in. And it was a pretty good read. So great read for if you were short to maybe consider locking in. And then is there an opportunity for a long? And it went from 419, 420 all the way up to 426. So another risk 2 points for 6 points of gain. Great trade setup in Adobe. Okay, I know I've been talking pretty fast. That's it from the watch list. Now, what I'd like to do is actually talk a little bit about the action and the commentary I provide in the Discord channel and how things kind of played out there. So let's bring up the Discord channel and see what else we had, because I think there was a few good alerts in here that were not on the watch list. There was this space saying, hey everybody, I like SPCE. It's actually Virgin Galactic. I think it's going to be possibly an all-day grinder, and 2150 is the next resistance. And here's some call flow, option call flow from Black Box Stocks that I found interesting. And so let's take a look at what happened with the space SPCE's price action. Okay, so the time on that was posted at right around 10:50, 10:51. So let's take a look. So I posted it right around here that I liked it. We were breaking out of this level that I was thinking, hey, you know what? I think this could grind. And the next resistance 2150. So, you know, very quickly, if you had grabbed it long, where was it, right here? We shot up right up into 2150. And so there was a nice trade opportunity there. And knowing that that's resistance, we expect some profit taking. So there was push, came back, held support or previous resistance, and then kept going. So a nice all-day grind. Look, and it didn't get all day, but we did get it through lunch or into lunch up into the 22 level. And so I thought that was a pretty good trade and setup. If you took the 22 calls for today, they were roughly 50 cents down this way and got to, I believe, $1. I think I sold my batch around 90 cents or 88 cents up in this area. And so I was pretty oh wait, no, you know what? Where did I sell it? I'm sorry, I do so many trades today that I know I sold a batch there, and then I might still be holding. I have to take a look. Anyways, still good trade up into 22, and a great, I think, risk reward opportunity here. Okay, so this as also for space, look for pullbacks, right? If we get pullbacks later here, 21 held, 20. I'd love to rebuy. Oh, it already did an after hours rip. It looks like this level, so I missed that out. Oh well. I do think 25 plus is coming, and into August. So keep an eye on SPCE for more trades. Okay, the next item from Discord. Let's take a look. We had another really good trade that was alerted that that this was a pretty nice one, and so let's take a look. And so alerted at 321 that taking the 3100 calls, and so let's take a look and bring up the chart. Okay, so right here, right around this time frame, 321, I was looking for this, grabbed 11 calls and risking about a point. And so we had a dip. I think it dipped to 10. Didn't stop out because you got to watch it. You got to give it, make sure it doesn't. You don't just blindly stop out. At least I don't like to. I use mental stops. And then it ripped. And then the target was 11 to 15. I mean, was $15 to $20. And as soon as it ripped in this 10-15 minute period, it went from $11 to right to $15. And then sold off. Now, how I do that, it's just experience. I don't really have a calculator or anything that I go through. I just kind of have a feel for the numbers of options and how they move. Now, here's the crazy thing about how Theta, our great pal Theta, is that if you didn't sell here and lock in here, it dropped from $15 down to $7 or $6 by the time it got here. So you can't, this is 11. It was already at this point, I believe it was already less than what we paid here. Like I think it was like $8 or $9, right? So that's Theta coming to get you. So when you're on a Thursday, Friday, or even earlier in the week, you want to take these waves and take profits quickly and not be too patient. I was, in this case, I was actually pretty greedy. I was playing with some profits on the day, and I was looking for this 30-30 level to be retested. And it failed, so I had some profits I took here, some here, and then I stopped out the rest just above break even. So not necessarily a great trade execution on that for me, but still I think a good read overall for that move. All right, let's wrap it up. Sorry for talking too quickly if it is, but I'm trying to keep these videos as short as I can. It's already 20 minutes. In the future, I'm trying to get it down to where it's 10 and 15 minutes, but let me know your thoughts. And thank you for watching. Hope to do more of these videos and making it more of a daily routine. Thank you again. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at Spectre_trades, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and share it.
On goes the light. Ignite. Play for intuition upon the stars in the night that glisten. To you they listen, to be you stand that I'm wishing. When your time comes, don't postpone it. When others doubt and out, you don't condone it. Truth be told, yourself is your toughest opponent. When your moment comes, grab hold and own it. When your time comes, don't postpone it.